not big enough. Where's the other one, guys? You can hear me great. If you can't, let me know. It's better. This isn't the stream I want to do, but it's the stream I'm going to do. I don't know who's out there watching or who's going to be watching, guys, but if you don't read the title, or you have not read the title, then there we go. I tried to start some other streams, they just didn't work, man. They copy image. Let's see if I can't paste the image here. I can't paste the image. Won't work, guys. This won't be a very long stream. I'm just gonna talk. If you've been paying attention to what I was saying, you would know that I recently lost my dog yesterday, and I was with her when she went, and it sucks big time. I know you guys can hear me, so I wanted to give you that information and just kind of let you know how we're doing, because we're obviously we're not doing too hot here, guys. We miss our dog, and we miss her very much, and while we're finding ways to get through it, it's kind of not easy right now, so it sucks big time that she's gone. I just want to tell you guys thank you for all the support in the past that you've given us, and everything that you do to us, for this channel, for my friends, my family, my loved ones. It's hard right now doing this and wanting to stream because I'm not there right now. I'm with my dog. I miss her. It sucks, but yeah, it's the reality of what's going on right now. Is that this is what happened, and she's gone. I want to just kind of give you a little more information about her. We got her when she was very young, I'd say about 3 or 4 weeks old. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me right now. Let me double check. Yeah, we got her. She was about 3 or 4 weeks old, from my son's grandmother, from her dad's side, whatnot. We had been talking about getting a dog, and we actually went and we were looking for dogs this day. I remember it like very well. We went out looking for dogs, and we were. Let me see if I can get a different screen up. I wish there was more I could pull up for you as far as like what she looked like. Let me see if I can do a. Where's the skins at? Shit, I have. Let's go here. Identity, emblem, something with the dog. There you go. That's Eric Rose. That's weird. That's Eric Rose. But we got her when she was a puppy. She was 3 or 4 weeks old. She hadn't really been weaned off her mama yet, and we got her. I mean, she was such a puppy that every night I had to hold her in my hand whilst she laid in her little bed, and let her sleep in my hand so she wouldn't cry. I remember that very well. She grew up to be what she is now, a nice, loud, obnoxious little dog that we love very much, and that well, needless to say, we grew to love her more every day. She was a small little dog. She was bred very small. And that wasn't her choice. It just kind of ended up being what happened with the way they bred her. They bred her to be a very small dog. I wonder if I can just show you some other stuff I had, like previous. I'm pretty certain somewhere here I can show you. I'll show you a previous game footage or some shit. But it, it's hard. It's hard to talk about because you miss her and you want to see her again. You want to hold her and talk to her and pet her. But it doesn't always work that way, guys. You'll hear stuff in the background, guys. I'm loading films that it'll play while I'm talking. But yeah, it was she was a good dog. She barked at everything. She was very playful. She no matter. She was very playful, very good dog. She always listened. She always wanted to do stuff and just be with you, like be around people and just have fun and be silly. And she was the cutest thing in the world, But she also was too small. She off the bat had issues health-wise. Her knees weren't the best in the back. They would pop out sometimes, and that was a struggle. But at the same time, it was a reality of owning a dog that small. She ended up being a wonderful dog. She would play with that dog. She didn't care if the other dogs were bigger than her. She was a feisty little critter, and she loved you hard, man. She would play and she would like hide. I don't know. She did this thing where she'd be playing with you and she would hide under the blanket and just kind of be there. It was very cute. It was very cute. It was very it was fun. It was fun having her. I'd say time went by and my son, that was his dog, My son has disabilities. He's got a bipolar disorder, and it was hard for him to maintain a normal day with his issues. But that dog, I tell you, that dog just wouldn't give up on him. He was always good to that dog, and that dog was always good to him. They had each other's backs, It was good, man. It was real good. Like, it by far a wonderful pet. And I don't regret having it. I don't regret it being around. Every now and then you think you're gonna hear the dog again, and you don't, and that sucks. But yeah, she ended up being 11 years old, almost 12 years old when she went yesterday, and she was very smart, very smart. She barked at everything. She didn't how can I say it best? She didn't really need much. She was a very low maintenance dog until she got older. She needed heart pills for her heart. She also needed what do you call it? Ooh, my finger. We'd give her CBD oil for seizures because she had really bad seizures, and we would deal with those as much as we could. It was touch and go with her for a while because she was so sick so often. We didn't know what to expect, and there were days that were really close calls that we honestly thought we were going to come home and she wasn't going to be here. And you worried because your dog, to us as our friend, our good friend, to have her sick like that made us sick, you know. But at the end of the day, she always did her, and she's great. She was a great dog. The biggest thing I can tell you guys that she was always a friend to everybody. She was very playful, very cute, very simple. They call her Shoo Shoo, and I call her Rat Dog. She's like a little rat running around the house. She I'm not playing, guys. You see, it's just pre-recorded footage from the other day. I don't remember when I did this. I think I want to say it was yesterday, but yeah, it was hard. She went in the middle of the night. No, she went around midday. I remember this because I was gonna get on and do GTA, and that morning she woke up. She didn't want to take her heart medicine. She didn't want to eat. She just didn't have an appetite. So, you know, me and the wife were like, "Hey, what are we gonna do?" We said, "Well, let's just keep an eye on her and let's just see how she does the rest of the day." And sure enough, when I came back from my hello work clothes shift, when I came home, she was real lethargic. She didn't really move much. She didn't do much. She just kind of stayed. She just kind of stayed in her bed. She stayed asleep all day. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. You're remembering Erica Rose, guys. I'm telling you little stories about her and all that. I'm telling you more or less how she went right now. I'm not going to give you all the details, but I'm going to tell you kind of how I knew things were going. What the hell was that? But just kind of let you know how things were going and what happened. So, you know, she didn't want to get up. She didn't want to play around. She didn't want to do anything. She wasn't her normal her. And that's when I knew something was up. And sure enough, when I came home from my shift, she wasn't really moving too much of a face or color. She didn't respond. I went ahead and I looked for her in the cage, and I got her out, got her to walk. She walked a little bit, but she didn't really have much energy.
Stay strong.
She was very, very slow moving. So off the bat, I knew, okay, something's happening. So I stayed with her. I was gonna go upstairs. I was gonna do this. I was gonna live stream, and I'm really glad I didn't, because she started going right then and there. She started passing away, and I just had her in my hands, and I was talking to her, and I said, "No, please stay," you know. And obviously, you get selfish at first. You're like, "Don't go, don't leave, I don't want you to leave." But then you realize, you know, she's suffering, guys. She was suffering. It would be the most selfish thing ever if I let her suffer, because I didn't want to let her go, and I knew better. So I ended up, once I realized that was the thing, I just held on to her, kept her comfortable, just talked to her best I could. I talked to her, and she went and she fought, guys. Did she ever fight? She fought hard. She when she passed, I had called my wife and daughter and my son. I told them they need to get home ASAP. My wife picked up my daughter, picked up my son, got to the house, and so began the process of what do we do now. You know, we all told her goodbye. We held on to her. We gave her love. We did our part to just have closure, because there needed to be closure. And sure enough, she looked very peaceful, you know. Why didn't I pick up that MX-9? That was dumb. She looked peaceful. She was resting. How can I say best? She had she fought real hard, guys. She didn't give up at all. She didn't just let go and give up. She stayed until she just couldn't stay anymore. And The regret I have is that my son didn't get to see her before she went, but in my opinion, I felt like that was best because she didn't. It was, it was every bit as hard a death as you think it could be. And when she went, I was holding her, and I was holding on to her. I didn't let her just go like that. And then she went ahead, and we picked her up and wrapped her in a blanket. I think it wasn't even a blanket. Like, I was so freaking out, I went ahead and I put her in like pajamas behind you. And we took her down to a PetSmart because that's where we have our dog with, and we ended up we're gonna have her cremated, guys. We're gonna have her cremated. The service, not the service. I want to say, oh my gosh, but the cremation will take at least a couple weeks to do, and then she'll be back to us in an urn, and we're gonna try and figure out a way to put the urn in a like an individual little capsule for my son, so he has a little bit of her ashes with her all the time. And I've been thinking about trying to get her picture on a pillow or something for my daughter and my son, my wife. That way they had an image of her. I think that would be good. And I think the game just fucking froze on me. What kind of bullshit is that? I hate this crap, dude. This never works. It's like the worst thing ever. Well, that's good that it froze. So that's how that happened, man. I mean, there's more details, and it wasn't pretty, and it hurt to see her go, but I'm glad that I was there with her. I'm glad that I was able to talk to her and comfort her in her last moments and tell her it's okay and that she doesn't have to wait any longer. She can go, and she went. And it's the second time I've seen a dog pass away in front of my eyes, and damn, man, it hurts to feel that way, but she knew she wasn't alone. It's what matters most, And then she like I said, we sent her off to get cremated. I think it's best. I couldn't bury her. And that, and my dog's too damn stupid. He'd try and dig her up. I'm not gonna let that happen. So we wanted to cremate her, have her ashes, and so my son can have some of her ashes, and then we can scatter hers or whatever we want to do. And she used to love sitting in the sunlight. That was her thing. She loved the sunlight. So we got a nice window in our house where we can just sit her in the light and just let her enjoy the sun, like always. And yeah. And when she was a little pup, she had a lot of cool things, a lot of cute things, guys. And if you want to leave your condolences down here at the bottom, you can. Condolences, RIP, Erica Rose, RIP Erica Rose, you can put that. Whatever you want to put. Guys, as you watch this video, please leave a RIP Erica Rose for me. I really would appreciate it. It would do me a lot of good. My wife, my daughter, they're going to see this later, and they're going to see all the nice comments you leave, guys, and I can't describe enough how much it helps to know that you guys are out there and you've got our best interest in mind, and that you also are feeling it, because you've met Erica Rose, guys. I've shown her on the video before, and I just want her to have that memory of of us knowing that we loved her. Even if she's not here to see her, guys, she's here. And we know that. We all know that, and we all miss her and love her. And sound tired, guys. I didn't really sleep last night. I was too restless over all this and thinking about it too much. And you try and take your mind off of it. There's no real way to take your mind off it. It's just you deal with it and try and move on. And our case, we're going through it every day now. We're just slowly moving along and trying to get back to our normal pace. And it's hard because, you know, you're not prepared to lose your dog. You're not prepared to have any that happen. But it happens, guys. It happens, and if you don't know that it happens, it happens. And you got to be strong and prepared for it, guys. If you have pets, my condolences to you if you ever lost any in the past. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to feel. But yeah. I mean, either way, man. And I appreciate you guys coming in here, and John, thank you very much. Definitely will stay strong. I wasn't like this yesterday, man. It took a lot to get to this point. But what I can tell you is that at the moment it happened, it was real. It was happening, and it was way too intense. And we're getting through it, man. We're all getting through it. And that's really all I can say. Again, guys, if you want to leave your likes, your emojis, we'll miss you, Erica. We would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I know a lot of you probably thinking, man, it's just a dog, this and that. Dude, that was a family pet. That was part of the family. That dog was family. That dog is more family than some of my family. You know, like that's how down she was in this family. She was our little girl, our little Eriquita. She's a little tiny dog, guys. Tiny. I can't even describe it. Like I'm pretty certain I'd take poops bigger than her. She was our little girl. But she's gone. And I'm not gonna make too much more of this, guys. I wanted to just come online and tell you guys this is the live stream for the day. I appreciate you you coming out, you guys hanging out with me today in the stream. And if you're watching the stream, guys, just do this. I'm gonna do it myself. Just rip Erica, man. Guys, if you want to donate or contribute to her cremation, you can. That's up to you. If I get enough likes on it, I'll just create a GoFundMe for it. You can help pay for it if you want to be part of it. Maybe you want to help me buy an urn for her, a big urn, or a better urn, one like a necklace urn, or something. It's whatever you want to do. It's fine. If you decide you want to do that, guys, so of course you can always just PayPal me something via PayPal at GamerDemon1982 at Gmail. Just send it through there and just PayPal money. Just gonna leave it right here for you to see. That's my direct PayPal Gmail for any and everything Spawnco. So, guys, thank you again for hanging out with me today, being part of this, and for what it's worth, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. To Erica Rose, thank you for being one of the best dogs we've ever had, and I miss you, and we'll get back to gaming tomorrow, guys. We'll do that. But today is all about Erica Rose. So rip Erica Rose, guys, if you can. Let her know you loved her. Let her know I loved her. Until next time, guys, peace and adios.